All right, so this is GBPUSD 16th January 2023, and I'm making this review regarding to London session, and let's get right into the video. All right, welcome back. So GBPUSD on the daily chart, we have this markups, everything that I'll explain everything you need to know about why my markups and everything is like this and what I expected. All right, so let's look at the weekly time frame because this is a new week and what you should be expecting to see. Now, based on the weekly time frame, we see price heading towards this buy side right here. So long term for the week, we can be bullish. You feel me? Long term we can be bullish, but that could happen later because for price to get to this top, it's going to take a long time, series of weeks. Okay, so right now we are going to be focusing on what is happening on the present. This candle, how is it going to close? So this week is likely to close bearish because price just actually cleared a relatively equal high. This high and this week and this week are equal highs, and you see how price slides through them and almost closing as a doji. So this week just started. Price could keep dropping further down, to completely fill this space right here. Okay, the weekly is not all that clear. I can't really say, but it's looking more bearish than bullish because yes, we have the mind that it's going to expand up to this side, but this candle could close bearish and leave an imbalance here, and the next week can tap into the imbalance and go up. Now the daily chart. Okay, so on the daily chart, yesterday I was with my students on Sunday, 15th of January. I was with my students, and then we hadn't seen any of these play out. Okay, we just had stuff like this, and he asked me, "What the next candle likely to form? How is it going to look?" I asked him, first of all, you have to mark out everything you need to mark out, all your point of interest. So I marked my order block here. This is an old FVG that has been tapped in. I marked it. Order block marked all these break of structures to the upside. I marked it. Even this, I marked it. Even this was supposed to be marked, but I claimed it because the supply has failed. Okay, that order block has failed. Price has failed it. So what we should be concerned about is this liquidity. I marked it. This relatively equal high. This top and this top here. So the next question is, where are you? We are right here, very close to this liquidity, this buy side liquidity, very close to taking it out, very, very close. Where are we coming from? We are coming from an FVG where price broke structure here. See, price broke structure here. Let me take my arrow. Price broke structure here. Neatly. Price went up, retested into the fair value gap, filled it, and is now moving back up. Created an equal high with this. What do we expect? A bullish run. We expect price to run towards all of these areas, but price has a habit of creating liquidity, getting retail traders stopped out, which is the stop hunt, and sinking back inside. It must pull back to complete the stop hunt. If it doesn't pull back, it does not complete it. So it means this next candle trying to form will enter inside this place and leave a rejection. I told him if I come in the morning in London and price has not entered inside, I'll look for buys to enter inside. Okay, like go above this green line. If I come in London session and price has already entered the green line and is leaving a rejection, it means it's a sell, because after taking out liquidity, it's supposed to pull back. Now, see, and this is exactly what happened. Price went above, cleared the relatively equal highs, and left the rejection, is pulling back. So in the morning, it was around here. The body of the candle was still around here. But see that it has taken this high, I know that there was going to be a sell. So initially, I saw price sitting right here. This is where I saw price during that morning time. So I'm going to mark with my horizontal line 2 a.m. Eastern time. That's my Q zone for London session. That's my Q zone for London session. So it's going to be here. All right. So I'm going to make it faint so that you can still see the candlesticks around there properly. So that's it. Make it faint. So I mean, this was it, 2 a.m. candle. So we're still here. Now, this is going to tempt lots of you to draw your fib like this, fib long, from bottom to top. Okay, it's going to tempt a whole lot of you to do it, but it's wrong. Why is it wrong? On the higher time frame, on daily, we just cleared liquidity. Very rare occasions that this will pull back and start going up. Very rare occasions, meaning after going up and taking this buy side on the daily, it has to go back down. It just has to go back down. Okay, and listen, even at that, even if we are going to look for buys or anything, the buys that's likely going to come is going to come after a stop hunt. Stop hunts like this liquidity sell side here, this sell side liquidity here. This was where the candle was 2 a.m. and this was where the sell side was. So even if we actually look for a buy, price has to clear it at least first. I don't know if you're getting me. Even if this fib long, we have to think of it as a buy, price is likely to clear here at least first. But price was not there yet. So it's matching with the sell model that yes, price will sell to this liquidity, and also the sell model that shows you that price has taken out buy side liquidity on the daily time frame. So this is a 15 minutes time frame. So as at 2 a.m., this was the time. This was the time, and this is where we were. If you watch very well, there is no liquidity to be taken out. This is not good. I'm not going to call this any sort of liquidity or anything, because it's more like an order block. And if price fills this order block, I'm anticipating it going down even more because of this more visible liquidity pool right here. This is more serious. This is another more serious one here. So I'm looking for price to drive towards this and this. So for us to be here at this moment, I should be looking for sales at least to this point. I don't know if you're getting me, or to this point, because this is another liquidity on the 15 to this point. These are points I need to like wait to see what price is likely to do. Because even if price will buy, it should be later, right? Why will price buy later? Because you don't expect price to keep going down forever. It just changed character here from bullish to bearish. So we need some pullback around here so the New York is going to fall. Are you getting me? A pullback here that will warrant us to drop fib short if you're going to trade New York. If the pullback will warrant you to drop a fib short from this high to this low, and when it pulls back to your red line around here, you should look for sales again. So that's just the small buys that will happen, if at all buys will happen. But like I said, it was going to be sales because there was nothing to clear at the moment. There's nothing that has been stop hunted that wants me to buy. So it means since the daily time frame is telling me sell, 1 hour telling me sell, meaning on the 15th, I'm supposed to sell to the direction of the sell side and the sell side. Now, where this is London session, so you have to identify your what? Your opening price. So this is my opening price right here. Now, I told you guys that on the scenario, I didn't tell you guys, it's my student actually told, my VIP students, that in a scenario whereby you can't anchor a fib on your 1 hour, it means you're trying to trade towards the liquidity draw. What I mean by liquidity draw, this sell side, this sell side, this sell side, they are all liquidity draws. If you're trading in the direction of a draw because you had no fib to draw, it means you don't need any serious stop hunts. You just need power trade to play out, and you join the bearish trend. Right? There's someone that actually watched my bootcamp, and this person is already ready to like get MFF or whatever. And when I tell you these things need lots of experience and practice, months, it's gonna be like I'm joking. But this particular scenario, I've not said it on the bootcamp or in any of my YouTube before. This is the first time, but my students know about this. That's why the mentorship is good. You can't compare it to anything on YouTube. The mentorship is good because they see me trade every single day and they participate. So they see every day how every new scenario forms in every day and how I trade it based on what's going on. Okay? So whenever you can't draw a fib correctly, it means you're likely to trade in the direction of the liquidity. So if we're going to judge this thing from a fib short perspective, this is where we're during the 2 a.m. Eastern time. We're here. You could draw only fib long, but then we're not looking for buys. So to draw a fib short, it was not possible. Nowhere to anchor your fib. So in such a scenario, I would use power 3. What's power 3? This is my midnight opening time, 00 hours. And it's the candle that opened the midnight is this bullish candle. And we all know that bullish candles open from bottom and close at the top. So this is likely to be the opening price right here. This red line I'm drawing here. Likely to be the opening price, right? The opening price, see price went above it. So if power 3 is complete, price is coming down now. You just have to wait for your what? For your New York, London Q zone opening price. Once it occurs, you don't need any stop hunt anymore because price has already gone above your what? Your opening price. You don't need any stop hunt, any stress, any stop hunt on the 15. All you need is after your London session gets open, which is with this candle, you want to see a what? A break of structure. Look at it. See when your London session opens. Feel me? You want to see a break of structure to the downside. Okay. And then once you see that break of structure to the downside, you want to look for the nearest possible is it fair value gap or whatever. Okay, you have one here. I think you have one here too. Okay, so you want to trade in that direction, or maybe you look for a little stop hunt. Though this stop hunt is supposed to show on the 15, okay, but it didn't show because the power 3 has happened. All right, the power 3 has happened. So on the 5 minutes, see everything clearer. Okay, on the 5 minutes, see everything clearer. So you want, once your London session is open, you want a break of structure like this low to be taken out, okay, and price returning to a level like this or so. So around here, this is where you're looking for your entry, around this head. Yes, around here, this is where you're looking for your entry. Around here. It's also going to be visible on the 1 hour. Sorry, in the 1 minute. The 1 minute is never visible. Oh, very funny. On the 1 minute is not visible. On the 1 minute, you have it around here. If you're getting me, you have it around here. When this one came back, but you know, most times we are in a hurry, want to get into a trade, and we take the very first, very first entry that you got, and you keep your stop loss above the highs to be safer. Above these highs was created to be safer, and then you see what price did. Price slumped down. So I'll still do a recap if you never understood what I did right here, but that would have been your entry, and you first place you can take off money is this liquidity. You can still let it come to this, right? Or maybe you can still let it go to this point, but this is too far. London session tends to move not much, and this is even a holiday. So this line or this line is enough So let me explain the entry again. Come again. I'm saying in a scenario where you can't hang your fib properly on the 1 hour, it means like you can't hang it because there is no low. I mean, there's no low. Like it's gonna be something like this. Now we just broke structure. The fib needs something like this so you can anchor it down. Sorry. Okay. The fib needs something like this, like a curve like this, so I can do low, high to low. That's what it needs. Okay. That's what the fib needs. But if it's now straight like this, if everything is straight, nothing is refusing to curve, it means price is actually trading towards a sell side. If you flip the bias, price is usually trading towards a buy side. Okay. So if price is usually trading to a sell side, you don't need to stress yourself. On days like this, the selling pressure is really, really high. Once it Q zone open, price would only go above the opening price. Let's say if Q zone open right here, sorry, let me delete this. Let's say if the Q zone opens right here, what will price do? Price will go above it a little, drop down, give break of structure, tap into it, and then go back down. It happens a whole lot on the New York session. And on the London session, it's a little bit tricky because you have the midnight open and you have the London Q zone open. Okay, so on the New York open, you know that you're waiting for price to go above what? The New York opening price. That's 7 a.m. Eastern time. You want price to go above it, that candle, that line, that price. You want price to actually push above it for falling. Then you join. This is where you join yourselves. This is where you join yourselves. Simple. As simple as that. This is where you join yourselves. Because you don't even have a way to anchor this fib. This fib is trash. So this is exactly what's happening here. Here on the 1 hour, there's no way to anchor the fib for a short. It's actually straight coming down from the daily stop hunt it did. So it's just coming down straight. As long as it's not a fib long we need, we can't use a fib long to catch a short position, especially when we have passed the red line. We were exactly here at this candle. So you know, right now the bearish pressure is very high that you need very little confirmation to even like understand what you're actually doing, or else you never grab. So where do you see little this power 3 play out? When price goes above the opening price, it's called power 3. So this is the opening price. This is midnight open. This is London session. So we're not going to work with the 2 a.m. open. We're going to work with the midnight open, midnight 00 hours. Okay, we're not going to work with what 2 a.m. open like New York session. No, we're going to work with the what midnight. So the midnight was created. This is a line. This is the candle. So this is the opening price. The binet, the white candle, and this price goes above it. Do you see that? Price goes what above it. So as price went above it, then you see the drop. So all you just need to do is to wait. When it's 2 a.m., you find a way and join the sales. That's it. So let's look at 3 minutes. This is where we normally make our entries. So see how price went above it, came, fell back down. Once it was Q zone time. Once it was Q zone time, boom. What you just have to do is for price to clear the most recent low. Simple. Once your Q zone time, you just wait. One price to clear what this was most recent low. That's the break of structure to you. And price should return towards an FVG. That's all you need. And all you need to do is what? Sell off. Stop loss above this side. That's seriously all you need to do. You don't need to stress. And then target this liquidity because price can reverse from here, or you can target the next because price can reverse from there. So see price is reversing from there. That's all you need to know about trading GBPUSD London session on the 16th January 2023. If you like this video and found it helpful, click the like button and subscribe to the channel. More trade reviews on how I trade to make things easier for you guys. Peace out.